Oh, I thought I was gonna not come back so soon, but I'm here again. I'm gonna come on for a hot minute, then I have to take my nephew to his volleyball practice. And I just saved a yellow butterfly from a spider web. And then I put him to the side, let him catch his breath, and he flew off. I saved a butterfly. I saved the yellow and blue and green butterflies. One of the prettiest butterflies I've seen. He had like blue around his like in the inside of his wings. It was pretty cool. Don't break me I don't even care, but whatever. I'm actually gonna look it up because I've never seen one like that before. Yeah, it kind of look like that. A clouded yellow is one of the truly migratory European butterflies. What does it mean when you see a yellow butterfly? Yellow butterflies symbolize positivity, hope, and transformation. Seeing one might mean good news or big positive changes are ahead your way. Spiritually, a yellow butterfly can symbolize that you're near a spiritual awakening. It might also be a sign that your past loved ones are thinking of you. Yeah, all the above. Cool. Yeah, that looks just like the one I saw. It's got like yellow, blue, and green. Yeah, it's called a cloudless sulfur butterfly. Cool. Nice. That's pretty cool. I just saved his ass from being eaten by a spider. That's pretty cool. Pretty butterfly. Cool. That's pretty cool. Cool butterfly. I just saved his ass. Hopefully he doesn't get caught in the damn thing again. These fucking spiders are aggravating. Hey, Tanya. Hey, well, that means more moolah for you. Fuck. So you wouldn't believe what happened just now. I swear, this has been some crazy shit. So I went outside to feed Diamond. Then I'm on my way back home, and I have like a big tree, right? Exactly. So I got this big cedar tree here, and there's been a lot of spiders around here making webs lately, like for the past couple months. So I walk around the corner and I see this yellow thing like flapping around, flapping around. I'm like, what the hell is that? I thought it was like a leaf or something. It was a yellow butterfly. And I was like, that's a fucking butterfly caught in the web, like one of the strands of the webs, right? So it's like, and so he was like trying to get out of the web, but he couldn't. So I was like, I got you, brother. So I went and got my broom and I like, cause it was up high, right? So I had to like take the broom and wrap it around and pull the web off and bring the butterfly down to the ground. So then I took the web part off of his wings, right? And I put him on the wall. And about probably like 3 minutes later, he flew away. So I saved the yellow butterfly's life. Look what he looks like. See his wings all jacked up from like trying to get away. But look at that, yellow, green, and blue. And he's had all his legs and his tentacles were intact. You can't make this shit up, man. Like you just can't make this shit up. Look at the blue and the yellow, like in the middle there. It's like swirls, and it's got like brown spots. I saved his life from being spider bait. I had this yellow butterfly caught in the web. See this? Look how he was caught in the web. Look, see him right there? He's dangling in the thing. He was dangling in the he was trying to get away. And I was like, I got you, bro. Don't worry. I'll free you. So I hung out with him for a little while, and then he flew away. That's the craziest shit ever. I swear, it's like I get so many signs lately, and like forever, not lately, but all my life. And like, what's the chance of that happening? Because these birds, they eat those butterflies. If they see them, I've seen like a bird come across, eat the butterfly one time. So I knew it was a matter of time somebody was gonna snatch him. So I took my broom and I wrapped it around the web. I bring the it down and then I saved him. And I very carefully I took the web off of his like wings. Then about 2 minutes later he just went and he flew right into the trees and he went on a leaf and he's just sitting there. He's still there. Before I went live, he's still there. He's like he's hanging out. It's like he must be scared, you know? Poor fucker. But it never seems to amaze me, Tanya. Spirit is just, on another level. This week has been like kind of like the weirdest shit ever. I've had so many good things happen, and then for that to happen, it's like wow, so crazy. If somebody would have told me, Mark, today you are going to save a yellow butterfly from a web, I would have been like, how much crack have you been smoking lately? That's something I would have never thought about doing. Saving a butterfly from a web. Oh, good Lord, it never seems to amaze me. The amount of shit that happens in my life spiritually is just on another level. I don't know what it is, but me with animals and insects and birds, all sorts of shit happening. And then now it's a damn butterfly caught in the web. I know, right? Poor little thing, I saved his little life. Oh, I'm sure he's all right now, poor guy. I hope you'll be safe. He had Marky's hands to free him. So hopefully my hands blessed him. Hey Dan, how you doing, brother? Yeah, good Lord. You got back from the greenhouse? How is it? Did you see spirit in there? They're shutting off the they're shutting the water off tomorrow and blowing the water lines. Oh, okay. I have ants all over my desk that I'm fighting. They don't eat it. I can't get them to go in their bait house. I don't know what to do. Did you put the bait in there? Like the combat gel? It says right here, use homemade bait stations with a mixture of sugar and borax or baking soda to attract and kill the colony, or a dish soap and water spray to kill the ants on contact. That's what I got here on the internet. But yes, and they didn't take it. It's still there. They are crawling around it. They're laughing at me. Okay. So it must be like a different type of ants. They're smarter. They have dumb ants and they have, smart ants. So what it is they can sense that that's stuff that they don't want to eat. Some animals and some insects are smart as shit. They're just too smart. But yeah, it says mix sugar and baking soda together. So the sugar will attract them and the baking soda kills them. So that's a good remedy. You could try that. Sugar and baking soda. It's a cheap mix. Get some of that, mix it up together, and sprinkle it around, and they'll eat it. See if they'll eat that, and then they'll die. Hey, Marilyn, how you doing? Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, yeah, exactly. A lot of ants and insects are smart. They'll figure a way. They're like, yeah, you know, it's almost like they can speak to each other. They're like, hey, look, there's some yellow shit that this woman put down. It killed half of our family. So make sure you don't eat that yellow shit again. I swear that's what they do. Because my mom said the same thing. My mom said that these different type of ants were not eating the yellow bait stuff. And I told her, I said, just put baking soda there, some sugar, and it'll work. She did it. But we had this different powder stuff that's already made. It's like ant poison. Because it was like on the ground, so she put it on the ground. She didn't really put it on our counters and stuff. But you can use sugar and baking soda. It says it right there on the internet. You should try it. All right. And Marilyn said, so funny, I was going to ask you how to get rid of ants. Well, there you go. Baking soda and sugar. That's how like farmers kill ants. I mean ants. That's how you kill rats. You put cornstarch and like baking soda or and sugar all in one, and it bloats up the animal and kills them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's what happens. You can't get them all because they're too smart. They're very smart, but some are ignorant, see, and they will get you. All right, so Marilyn, to answer your question, yes, I feel like this woman Melanie does have regrets. She felt like she was tricked in the past, and she thought things were difficult between you and her. Right now, it looks like she's depressed, or she's depressed about it. Um, I also get that this person is like they were suspicious or they suspected things about you, and then come to find out it was probably wasn't that way. If this was over like some guy or another person, and like if it was some like seduction or somebody tried to seduce somebody, or like or it was somebody that it was involving you and them together, if it was over a guy, I would say it was probably that. Now if it wasn't because of a guy, then I would say it's just this person feeling like, maybe a guy liked you more than her, and then she was like, "Damn it, I gotta get away from her." Could be that as well. But I do see this person finding it difficult, knowing that she made a mistake, probably having a regret about ending your friendship. But I get a man here. It could have been because of a man, or maybe her man said, "Hey, I don't want you hanging around Maryland." So it could be that. But to answer your question, I would say yes, she has regrets for sure, especially if it was because of a man. So, like, she took a chance on something, and maybe she felt like she lost, and then that's why, like, she feels like I can't be friends with you no more. I don't get jealousy or envy or anything like that. I just get like, this guy here. There's a guy here that may have influenced her decision. Or maybe she was one of those friends who got a boyfriend and said, "Fuck all my girlfriends, and I'm gonna be with this guy forever." And then he ended up seducing her and treating her like shit, and then now she regrets leaving her friends for this moron. It could be that too. Because the way the cards are situated, that's what it's telling me. So she probably regrets dissing her friends, or dissing some of her friends for some guy, and then he ended up seducing her, giving her some D, and then left. Sounds like a dumb thing to do, but whatever. That's her problem. But yeah, that's what I get. Hopefully it makes sense. Because you gave me the hmm. Sometimes it's like we'll never really know why a person does things. They're just stupid. So, but usually when somebody takes you out of their life, it's a good thing. It's less you got to do. They took themselves out of your life. They did you a favor. They were like, "Yeah, I can't be friends with Marilyn." Well, I lost a friend. I lost a lot of friends after being with them for years. But I don't care about any of them, to be honest. Well, maybe you can't, but I can for sure. Especially if they do me wrong. Yeah. Well, I'm not a Pisces, so I'm an Aquarius. We get rid of people quick. Fuck you, goodbye. That's how we are. At least that's how I am. Aquarius are not. But if somebody takes me out of their life and doesn't want to be a friend with me no more, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not even gonna question it. I'm gonna be like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. You left, good, bye. You're out of my life. I don't give a fuck. Dan said they're very romantic. Yeah, in my sleep I am. Yeah, I ain't got no time for people's bullshit. I had a friend that I had for over 20 years. I even employed him. I worked with him. And then one day he found this woman. This is a sad story. And he found this woman, and this woman must have rocked his world, obviously. And she was nothing but trouble. I knew she was. From the first time I met her, I knew she was a hoe. But he loves hers. That's his problem. He doesn't know how to, like, just fuck him and leave him, or use him like a cup, you know? Like a cup, you wash it and use it again. But he doesn't understand that that's how you're supposed to deal with a hoe. You're not supposed to marry a hoe, or a wife a hoe, or treat a hoe great. So he ended up being with this woman. And then we were working one day, and I said, "Hey, look, there's cameras everywhere. please stay off your phone. Because if the owner of this house sees you on your phone, right, talking to your damn girl, he's gonna fuck me off because he's paying you to be on your phone. So he got an attitude with me and said, "Oh yeah, fuck this guy. I don't care. Fuck these rich people." I said, "You can't say fuck those rich people. I'm giving you a job, stupid." So then we had an argument about it. And I said, "Look, bro, you can't do that shit." So he got up and he left. And I ain't never saw him ever since. And then about a year later, I his one of his friends told me, "Hey, I heard you guys had a falling out." I said, "Look, he was on the phone on a job, get me in trouble and himself in trouble, and he got up and left me hanging to the job all by myself. He ain't answering my calls. He ain't called me back, and all he wants is that damn hoe." He goes, "Yeah, he married that hoe." I said, "Oh, he did." I said, "Oh, nice. There you go." But the sad part of it all is literally after he married her, like probably two years later, she got very sick and she passed away. So me being the person that I am, I saw him probably a year after she passed away, and I heard about it because his ex girlfriend told me everything. Because I knew his ex girlfriend very bad, very well, right? I've known him for years, like more than 15 years. I knew his ex. The first girl he was with her for like at least 10, 15 years. And then, but he never got married to her. So anyway, I saw her and she goes, "Oh, you heard what happened to him?" I said, "Yeah, yeah, I heard." I said, "It's fucked up." He goes, "Well, it's karma in a way." I said, "Yeah, well, I don't look at it like that too much." I said, "I know it's karma, but it ain't nothing to do with me." So then I saw him at the grocery store and I went into the same cashier aisle as him. I was literally like 5 feet away from him. And he looked at me and he turned his head. And I said to him, I said, "Yo, you ain't got to speak to me, but I just want to let you know I'm sorry for your loss." And he didn't say anything. He kept looking at the cashier, and the cashier is looking at me, looking at him, saying, "What the fuck? This guy don't want to speak to him." So he took his groceries and he took off, and he didn't speak to me. I tried to give him like my condolences and shit and speak to him. And I was like, "This guy's got fucking problems." So I was like, "You know what? At least I tried. At least I was the bigger person all the time." And I said to myself, "I did so much for this bastard. 20 years of knowing you, I did so much for you. I gave you everything. You were like you're my best friend. For what? You threw it all away for some hoe and then you married her and then she died? Oh, you ruined all of that for like a 3 year span of being with a hoe and then she died, you know?" And I'm like, wow, bro, you know? And then I tried to like make peace with him, but he didn't want to. And now he saw me like probably maybe 3 months ago in my new van, and he was staring like this, as if to say, "Oh shit, Mark's got a new van." And I looked at him, he looked at me, he didn't speak. I was like, "Well, fuck you, I'm not speaking to you no more. I tried to give you my condolences, but you're an asshole. So fuck him." Cause he knows deep down inside he got karma for what he did to people and what he did to me. It's fucked up and it's sad, but oh well, it's life. So I when I saw him, it looks like he had lost a good bit of weight, and I haven't really heard anything about him, but he looked a lot slimmer than usual. And I looked at him, he looked at me, and that was it. And I never really spoke to him ever since, and I don't even care either. It don't bother me. 20 years down the drain for your own stupidity. So that happens, you know. What do you want me to do? And ever since I've been living in this house and I've had my own business, I've lost 3/4 of my friends due to hatred, jealousy, me being better, being a better person and trying to take them with me on the path. But They didn't want it. They didn't care. Bunch of assholes, man. So I was like, you know what? I've done everything I possibly can to help people, and you treat me like shit. Oh well, fuck you then. Honestly, I really don't need people in my life like that. Friends come and go, people come and go. I'm not gonna sit here and cry about people who are not in my life anymore. I really don't care what they're doing. I don't care how they feel. I don't give a shit about none of them. You want to be my friend? Be my friend. If you were my friend and you disrespected me and you're gone and you're doing whatever, hey, look, great. Good luck to you, bro. Go fuck yourself. Bye. One thing about me, I don't need a lot of people in my life. So I've had some long-term friends in my life that have just disappeared and don't care, or felt some type of way because I was advancing in life and they weren't. And the sad part is I was trying to take some of them with me on that path of success, but they didn't want none. I've helped so many people, but they can't help themselves. So what do you want me to do? Keep beating a dead horse? No way. It's either you're with me or you're not. And if you're not, oh well, good luck to you, bro. Do what you gotta do. Don't come around me. So, oh well, it's life. It's life. So, Marilyn, I know how you feel. I know how you feel. Try not to let it bother you. People come and go. If it's one thing I've learned in my life is never try to beg somebody to come back in your life or justify why you left or why they are the way they are. They left for a reason, and that's it. Ever go back to them? You can ask about them like you do. I don't mind that. That's cool. Whatever you want to do. But me personally, I'll never go back to people. I'll never go to anybody and say, "Hey, look, man, I miss you," or why what happened between us. I wouldn't even ask. I don't even fucking care. You don't want to be in my life? Good. You're less a dickhead I gotta speak to. Your sister was a Pisces, and so was your stepdad. Did you get along with them, Dan? My best friend in high school was a Pisces. I dated a Pisces girl for like 2 years. We're still friends till today. But Pisces men are the worst. I had 3 Pisces guys work with me for a whole year, and they were an absolute disaster. They were 3 of the biggest dickheads I've ever worked with. They are such assholes, and they think they know everything. And as soon as you tell them something, that's it. Boom, like a bomb goes off. You're trying to tell me you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me this. You can't tell me. I'm telling you right now, bro, this is not the right thing. And they're like, yes, it fucking is. I fought with these 3 guys for a whole year at this job. And every time they lost the argument with me and they lost the job with me, I tried telling them, you guys think you know everything. And I was older than 2 of them, and the other one was older than me. And the one that was older as me was me and him got really close because we respected each other, you know? He knew what he was doing, but he still like I was still the brains around them. It's like they're bullshitters. Like they'll connive you They will connive you into believing that they know what they're doing, and they don't. When it's time to prove themselves, look, they're finished. They have no clue what they're talking about. All three of them are like that. Pisces women, I have no problems with them. I get along with Pisces women. They're fine with me. I can't even mention one Pisces woman that's shit. I like all of them. The ones that I deal with, I like. But Pisces men are the worst. I can't handle that shit. Capricorn men, Pisces men, and Aries men are by far the worst. Top three for me. And then fourth is probably Leo men because I've had some bad experiences with Leo guys. But with the exception of Dan, Dan's my favorite Leo guy. I have to admit. I love you, bro. See, Dan's like me. He's funny, talk shit. See, but he's married to an Aquarius, so he's been transformed into half of like he's been transformed to respect Aquarians. You know, that's why he loves me and his wife. You know, we guys are cool like that, right, brother Dan? I get along with fire signs though, but some Leo men are assholes, man. Damn it, man. They annoy me. Hey, Claudia, I didn't even see you. Tanya gave the Leos. Yeah, whatever. There you go. Marilyn, you said they're sweet at first, then they get too wimpy. Yep, that's it. That's how they were. They were all three of them cried right in front of me like a bunch of biatches. You think I'm nice to Pisces women? I am. I'm nice to pretty much everyone unless you act up. You know, you start talking shit to me and disrespecting me first, then I'm gonna make you look like an idiot. But I don't outright disrespect people. You know, you gotta disrespect me first, and then it's night night. And Claudia said, yes, Marilyn, Pisces men are wimps. There you go. Yeah, you bring out my sweet side. Yes, you do, Marilyn. I agree. Claudia, what is your sign? He's been transformed, yes. That's what it is, Dan? All right, that's cool. Because that's why me, you, and sis are cool, see, because we're the fixed signs. The fixed signs are all cool with each other. Oh, you're a Pisces too. Okay, well, that means, well, yeah, I like you, see? I like you and Marilyn. You guys are cool. See, I like Pisces women. I just don't like Pisces men. Pisces men are dickheads. I don't like them. Sagittarius women. My best friend is a Sagittarius. That's my sister. My best woman friend and sister is my sister. My sister's a Sagittarius. She's November 23rd. She's my best friend, and we're always been close for the past probably like 25 years. We've been close. In the beginning, probably not. But that was just me being, gangster and crazy. But yeah. But yeah, the past 25 years and the past like 16 years we've lived next door to each other. So she's pretty much my best friend. And I've dated three girls. I've dated three girls that are Sagittariuses, and I've dated two Aries and a Pisces, and those are the ones I remember their zodiac signs. Oh, and an Aquarius. Yeah, they were all short and sweet, like just like I like it. Okay. Hold on a second. My nephew's texting me. He says he wants to ride his bike to practice. Let me see what the weather's looking like. So I don't want him to. Ride in the rain. Ooh. The rain's going away from here. Let me see something. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be clear. Sagittarius women, I have no problem. If I get along with Sagittarius women love me. Sagittarius women, they see me, automatic love. They love me. I was talking to my nephew real quick. Well, my nephew wants to ride his motorbike to his volleyball practice, and he asked me if he should do it. And I say, yeah, go for it. It's up to you. I told him I'll even ride with you if you want. And he's like, I don't mind going by myself. Hey, Erica, how you doing? You good? No, I don't have my lights on. I'll turn them on just for you, so you can look at me. Uh, how can I lose power if I'm online, woman? Um, hold on a sec. Hey, Monique, how you doing? I'm just talking to my nephew real quick. Just give me a sec. Yeah, I know, Tanya. I'm only teasing you. I'm surprised my nephew wants to go to volleyball practice on his bike. I'm glad he does. He needs to learn, man. When I was 16 and I got my motorbike, man, I didn't even stay home. I rode over to my friend's house, my girlfriend's house. I went to school, practice. I went everywhere, man. I was on that bike 24/7. These little fuckers, they don't even want to go in their bike. Oh, I don't feel like it. Oh, my bike. Little fucking little biatches, man. Like having your own transportation is like freedom. Like what the hell is wrong with you boys? Dang. Well, Claudia, I had to turn on the lights, because Tanya likes to see, all my features. Yeah, she likes the light. She likes everything that comes to light. Marilyn, you say you're Pisces Sun, Sag Rising, Cap Moon, Aquarius and Venus, and Aries and Mars. See, your love in Venus is for Aquarius. That's why you love me. I see why. I see why you and I get along. See. My chart is Aquarius Sun and Rising. I'm double Aquarius. I'm Virgo Moon. I'm Aries in Venus. That's why they want my penis. And then I have all sorts of I have Capricorn in my Mercury and my um Mars. I have two Capricorn placements, and then I have Taurus in Jupiter or some crap like that. I can't remember the rest of them, but yeah, anyway, yeah. Those are the ones I remember. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows, yeah. I guess. I don't know. So guess what, guys? I saved the butterfly today. He was caught in the spider web, and I saved him. Aren't you proud of me? You want to see him? He's a pretty yellow, blue, and green butterfly. I was telling Tanya when she came in here. I saved this poor thing. I come around the corner, and I'm like, what the fuck? I saw this thing flapping in the air. I was like, that looks like a butterfly. And then I looked a little further. I looked a little further, and I see the butterfly was caught in the spider web, like one of the lines. So I was like, oh shit, I gotta save this damn butterfly before he gets eaten by this damn spider. Or a bird sees him and the bird comes by and eats him. So I said, all right, let me get this butterfly out of here. So look, let me show you. Let me show you the butterfly. Look, see the tree, right? See the butterfly right there? Look, he's caught in the web and he can't fly. Right? So then, let me fast forward the video. So I go over to it, right? See the butterfly? So I took the broomstick and I took him and I bring him down to the ground. Watch. See him right there? I took the web off of him and then I picked him up, right, with my fingers. I try not to hurt him or like fuck his wings up. And then I bring him over. Yeah. See him? I saved him. Poor little thing. And then I took like some other little webs off of him. Then about 3 minutes later, yeah, Diamond was in the background. She was like jealous. But look at him. Look how cool that is. His wings got all fucked up, but I saved him though. He still had all four of his legs and his tentacles. So look, he's like yellow, green, and like blue with like brown dots. That's like one side of him, and then this is the other side of him. I've never seen a butterfly like this before. The butterflies here are orange and brown, the monarchy butterflies. I've seen like a yellow one before, but not up close like this. I've never seen a yellow butterfly up close. I would have never known it had green and blue in it because you can't really tell. But yeah, I saved his ass today. I saved him from getting from out of the web. Cool, huh? You saved the butterfly. You know what that means. You're in good with the butterflies. Yeah, butterflies love me. It's never a dull moment with me. I'm always like dealing with some type of insect or a bird or animal. There's always some crazy shit. Always, man. It's never a dull moment for me. If somebody would have told me I was gonna see about yellow butterfly today out of a spider web, I would have told them they were smoking crack. And so you know me, I looked it up on what it means, right? So I type in yellow butterfly and it says, what does it mean? And you see a yellow butterfly, it says it symbolizes positivity, hope, and transformation. Seeing one might mean good news or big positive changes is heading your way. Spiritually, a yellow butterfly can symbolize that you're near a spiritual awakening, or it might mean that you might see a sign of your past loved ones that are thinking of you. Then it says here, when God sends you a yellow butterfly, messages such as answers to prayers, God watching over you, miracles, angelic help, it symbolizes good things coming your way. In many cultures, it's associated with happiness, sunshine, and new beginning. I will take all of the above, and it's called a yellow clouded butterfly. A yellow clouded butterfly. That's what it's called. It's the exact same one that's on here on the picture. So, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I think it's very cool that that happened to me. I'm excited, and I thought that that was kind of like the craziest thing ever. So, yeah, pretty cool. And probably some other person will probably like fuck that butterfly, but not me. I can't see like insects die, especially butterflies. I like butterflies. They're cute. They get Terra and National Geographic all in one. It's crazy. But I think that's cool. I don't mind saving a butterfly. It's all good. It was a pretty butterfly. I was worried then when I had him on the wall there, I just watched him. Then about 2 minutes later, boom, took off and went to the tree. And I was like, oh, cool, he's flying. Then I went out there right before I went live. I went out there and looked and see how he was, and he was cool. They caught the guy who started the terrible fires here in Malibu and Pacific. Oh, really? That was from like years ago, right? Or no? No, that was a different place. Or was that a while? Wasn't it a while ago? Or it was recently? Yeah, yeah, January. Yeah, I knew it was a while ago because I heard about that a while ago. Yeah, yeah, I heard about that. No, it was the other ones that would happen in Maui or something. That was years ago. You said Malibu, yeah. Well, I'm glad they caught the bastard. Yeah, yeah. The Maui one was a while ago. Yeah, a lot of bad shit happened. In Portugal, they do that shit too. In Portugal, they have so many fires, and they know that somebody did it, because you can see like the line and shit. I don't know what the hell is wrong with these people, man. They just can't leave shit alone. I don't understand it. But I'm glad they caught him, Marilyn. I'm glad they caught him. Good. Hopefully they burn his ass. If that was me, you know what I'd do? If I was in control of how he spends the rest of his life, every day I'll burn a certain part of his body. And then once it starts healing, I'll burn his ass again. I'll make him suffer. I'll burn his finger, and I'll burn another finger. Next day, I'll burn every single finger, every single toe. I'll burn his fucking eyebrows off, burn his hair off, burn his nuts, have him squealing like a fucking pig. That's what I would do. I'd torture his ass with fucking fire. That's what he deserves. I know it's cruel, right? It is cruel and it's fucked up. But guess what? You destroyed billions of fucking shit, like, You caused a big problem. Yeah, life in prison is bullshit, though, because you get fed every day. Yeah, you kill people, exactly. That's why they should. I agree. I agree, Claudia. Bring back public humiliation. Fucking take him outside, burn a finger every day, burn a toe, burn his fucking nuts, burn his legs, eyebrows, nose, ears. Let him fucking suffer. Burn his ass. Don't kill him, but burn him. Burn parts of his body. He'll think twice. He'll be begging for forgiveness every day. That's what they should do. Torture his fucking ass. Bastard. It's just like when people kill people. Don't kill them back. Just make them suffer. Torture their ass. That's what they deserve. They deserve torture for the rest of their life. Fuckers. People should get tortured instead of just killed, or, oh yeah, we're gonna hang you, or we're gonna kill you electric chair. That's bullshit. You're saving that person from humiliation and from suffering. Should fucking beat his ass. Put him in the worst prison ever. Let him get beat down every day. I don't like that cruel type of stuff, to be honest. I don't like cruelty like that, but what you did was cruel. So you should get back, the same. But there's some days where I feel like that's like two wrongs don't make a right. I mean, I'm talking like this now because I'm mad because I know that person deserves some torture. But at the end of the day, you know, two wrongs don't make a right. So kind of torturing him and doing those things is not what God wants you to do anyway. At the end of the day, life in prison is, fucked up. They shouldn't even give him life in prison. They should just take his fucking life so they ain't gotta pay for him, you know? But then again, killing somebody is not good either. Never was. So I don't know, man. I have mixed thoughts and feelings about the whole thing, but I know I say one thing, but in a way I don't care for like those type of things. Whatever people do to those people is their problem. But deep down inside, I know it's wrong. And deep down inside, I'm sure the people that were affected want justice, you know? So imagine if it happened to you, you know? You would want that bastard to suffer, right? So when things don't happen to us, we care less about the outcome because it didn't happen to us, right? But when it does happen to us, we're like, for like, you feel like some type of way about it, right? So that's the thing. It's sad though, you know? It's sad. It really is. But oh well. The fuck we gonna do? I agree, Claudia. I agree. Yeah, it is. We do. We need to bring back a lot of harsh punishment. Andrew Tate said something very interesting one day. He said a way to get crime down is to a build a prison in Arizona, a big ass prison in the desert or anywhere that's super hot. Don't give them no AC and just let them sweat their balls off every single day. And during the winter, same thing. Let them soften, you know? Let them suffer in the winter and suffer in the summer. No heat, no nothing. Give them 3 meals a day, bare minimum meals, and that's it. That's all they're worth. Don't give them no sense of feeling comfortable. Let them feel not comfortable in those jails. And I agree with him. He actually said feed them once a day. Oh, the ones that giggle in court and act like they're innocent and think that they're gonna get off and then they get the reality check. But see, those people are mental, Dan. That's fucking mental shit right there. That's real mental illness. If you kill somebody and you're going to court and you're laughing in front of the judge, in front of the people that you fucking killed, you deserve to get, every punishment in the world. But those are the ones that are like mental. They think it's okay to do, which is delusional to me, but whatever. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you, but I just feel like we live in a world where people get away with a lot of shit, and it shouldn't be that way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He has his views, but that was one thing that I liked that he said. I don't agree with him, everything he says, but I remember one day he said that that was a good thing to do, and I agree with him. Like as far as jail punishment, because he was in jail, right? You know. Oh, nice, Tanya. That's cool. Yeah, like that was on, yeah, or Alcatraz. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do about the justice system or anything like that. I just don't know anymore. Because it seems like people just do whatever. Like, oh, cool, nice. Sounds good. I don't know. I just feel like people deserve more than what they get sometimes. And I feel like people should suffer more for their crimes. Uh, and I feel like it shouldn't be like, you shouldn't be like comfortable in jail. You should never be comfortable in jail like how these people are, you know? Getting like all this good treatment and shit. Like, fuck that. Beat your ass every fucking day. But see, when you don't have a crime committed to you, or you're not involved in crime stuff, like someone, kills somebody, it's a different story, right? You want them to get the full punishment because it's somebody you know. But I think that because it's not in like because it's something that people don't really enforce, that don't have things happen to them. So that's why it doesn't happen, because it only happens to a select amount of people. The thing is, Claudia, I I just want to. I mean, I totally get you, right? I totally understand what you mean, right? And I totally understand what you're saying, and what you're saying is absolutely true, and that's how you feel, right? Because you know how the world is. But my outlook, my thoughts about that is this: you don't blame life, you blame the way you live it. So if you live it in a certain place or a certain way, then you have yourself to blame for being in that sort of um area, or that certain place, or that certain mindset. So you can always change everything to make your life better, so you can look at the world in a different place and want to come back in spirit mode. Or if you go somewhere else, you'll see a different part of the world that suits you, you know? So if you're religious, you can go to a certain place that's all religious, like, and has a low crime rate, and people are so genuine, and they, like, for instance, Bermuda is probably the best place for me, because I hate guns, I hate crime, I don't want to get shot, I don't, and guns are illegal here. The only gun killings in Bermuda are gang related. Nobody goes to a school and shoots up a school like you guys do. People don't do that shit here, right? There's only a murder probably once in a while. There's probably 5 murders a year by gun and by knife, and it's all gang related. It's no one on the side of the road. It's no domestic violence. There's no like people beating up each other and killing each other, like some guy killing his girl or something like that. You know, lately this year, about 3 or 4 children have gone missing, but they found them, right? So the thing is Bermuda is a place I use as an example because I live here. And Bermuda is a very small place with 65,000 people. And everybody kind of knows everybody that knows everybody that knows everybody. So Bermuda is very peaceful. There's not really war here and people going crazy, and everybody's kind of like minding their own business. Everybody does what they want and just has a good life. Nobody really fights and goes crazy here. There's not really no crisis here. Even during COVID, it wasn't even that bad compared to the rest of these people. But see, you guys live in places that have millions and millions of people. So you're gonna have millions and millions of problems. So that's why, right? That's why it's all about where you live, how you live, and what you do to live. So the world is a beautiful place. We just have to find a beautiful place in the world to be. So we don't have that shitty mentality that, oh yeah, fuck this place, fuck the world's so bad. And I'm not saying I'm saying everybody says it, right? But me, I just say the world is a beautiful place. It's the people that fuck it up, right? And that's the truth. The people fuck everything up. Same in Bermuda. People fuck everything up. We have a good thing in Bermuda, somebody will fuck it up. Guaranteed. And people say it all the time. Bermuda's so cool, and these people abused it and ruined it. You know? So that's the thing. And when you come back as a spirit to this world, right? When you come back as a spirit, Life isn't hectic for you because you're a spirit. You can go wherever you want. So when things are not good, you go somewhere else. You can be wherever you want. You don't have to buy a plane ticket. You don't have to travel on a plane. You go wherever you want. At least that's what I believe. You know, you can go in a plane as a spirit, sure. Just like that chick that ran viral. You, you're an alien. Whatever the fuck she said. You saw that thing back there. Get me off this plane. That shit was funny as hell. She saw a demon. She was possessed. That shit was funny as hell. I never laughed so much in my life when I saw that crazy bitch do that shit. I have to close my blind there. But yeah, it's all about how you live your life, you know? So years ago, I wanted to move to Atlanta because I had a girlfriend there. My best friend was there, and I wanted to move to Atlanta. I actually was going to put a down payment on a house and go live there and say, fuck Bermuda. And that was the best decision I made. It was not good. Not because Atlanta's shit. It's because you never know where you're going, but you know where you are. So Bermuda started to get better when I made the decision to try and go. And then me and the girl didn't work out. So then I was like, fuck this, I'm staying home. And then after that, I started my business and then I'm okay now. And I would never want to leave here ever. I don't want to live nowhere else. People want to come here and live. Okay, my nephew made it to his volleyball practice. I'm proud of him. He made it there early. He says he was going to park his bike. So he's good. So I told him he'll be all right. I told him he'll be all right. Good boy. All right, cool. Yeah, that's true. But in spirit, it's better. See, yes, chill. I'm sure it is. I don't know, but I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is, Dan. Be optimistic, brother. Give me a second. I gotta talk to my sister real quick. Well, I'm gonna have steak tonight. I'm gonna treat myself because my sister and my nephew are not gonna be here for dinner, and I'm glad because now I can eat by myself. And I'm gonna have a steak, baked potato with some mushrooms on the barbecue as well, and some coleslaw. I haven't had coleslaw for a while, so I bought a bag of coleslaw and the dressing, and I'm gonna eat that. For the next 3 days, I'm gonna eat by myself because my sister and my nephew are gonna be attending a school bazaar, so they're probably gonna eat there for dinner both nights, or they're probably gonna order or whatever because they're gonna be working in like a stall that has like prizes and shit like that. It's like a big fair that the school has. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had tuna casserole last night. It was so good. I gave the rest to my sister's friend. I told her she could have the rest. I made a good bit. I made a whole box of pasta, penne pasta with the tuna fish, and it was so good. I had some different garlic bread too last night. It was nice. I pretty much enjoyed myself. But then I went grocery shopping. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna eat by myself. I said, what do I feel like eating today? And I said, you know what? I haven't had a steak in probably like a month. I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna have a steak. Fuck it. So yeah, I'm gonna go and marinate the steak now, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna prep everything else I need, and I'm gonna go get Diamond, and I'm gonna go turn on the lights on the house and everything because it's dark, and then I'll probably come back live in a bit later on. I guess. Hold on a second. All right, cool. I just finished talking to my sister. My nephew's safe. I'm good. I'm gonna go prepare my dinner and make it. Dan, good seeing you, brother. You enjoy your tuna fish sandwich. And I'm gonna go prepare my steak. I deserve a steak. I saved the butterfly today, so I deserve a steak. That's how I feel. All right, brother. I'll see you later. Claudia, take care. I'll see you later. I'll be back in probably like 2 hours or so.